20 years ago today, Princess Diana was at the height of her beauty and popularity. She was enjoying a fling with a playboy and was teasing the press with revelations that would take their breath away. "You will get a big surprise with the next thing I do," she said, laughing. A few days later she was dead. Like everyone, I remember being shocked that someone like Diana could be killed in a stupid car accident. I have never bought into any of the conspiracy theories. I don't think she intended to marry Dodi Fayed. She certainly wasn't pregnant and no one ordered her death. She should have had better protection, but ultimately she died because she was driven by a speeding drunk and was not wearing her seatbelt. She has come back to haunt her ex-husband and has probably caused him many sleepless nights, with more to come, as the 20th anniversary of her death on August 31st looms closer, just when Charles and Camilla were being accepted by the public. With talk of her becoming queen one day, they find themselves deeply unpopular again. We have been reminded of Diana's heartbreak of having 3 people in her marriage, and her pain because her husband loved someone else. Charles and Camilla must have believed that, like them, everyone had moved on. After all, they have been married for 12 years, but all of the people who loved and mourned Diana have long memories, and understandably they are slow to forgive and forget. As if to acknowledge this, there was even an announcement last week that the Queen would not stand down in favor of her son, and any talk of a regency was sniffily dismissed. "I believe Her Majesty will carry on in the job until her dying breath. She could even outlive her eldest son. It is a strange old life that Charles has been forced to live. He's basically waiting for his mum to die before he gets his dream job. He also had to bide his time to finally marry Camilla. Now it's a waiting game again. He has to grit his teeth until all the fuss and furor over the 20th anniversary of the death of Diana dies down." Charles and Camilla at Sandringham earlier this month. Charles will at least be able to take some comfort from the support of his son to appear on another documentary about Diana. Diana, 7 days, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., on BBC One. William and Harry praised their father for being there for them when their mother died. Charles had to break the awful news to his sons, then just 15 and 12, when they were on their annual holiday in Balmoral with the Queen and Prince Philip. Harry said that Charles always tried to do his best to make sure he and William were looked after. Earl Spencer in the middle of Princess William and Harry, flanked by Prince Philip and Prince Charles at Diana's funeral. "I have no doubt that's true and that all of the senior royals thought they were doing the right thing by battening down the hatches, staying in Balmoral, trying to shield the boys from the grief that overtook the nation. It really was extraordinary. I will never forget being among the crowds at the funeral, with people weeping, wailing and throwing flowers as the coffin came into view, with Diana's ashen-faced boys walking slowly behind. God knows how they got through such an ordeal without breaking down completely." Harry has said no child should be forced to do something like that, and he's right. It was an appalling, medieval idea, and no wonder both of them shudder at the memory. William and Harry have been remarkably open about their mum and their emotions after her death. I was surprised by their candor, as they have always tended to make Diana a no-go subject. They have said that they won't talk about her again in public, and in this fast-moving world, people will forget. It will get easier again for Charles and Camilla, but there will always be 3 people in their marriage, the 2 of them, and the ghost of a beautiful princess who died too young.